In this video, I'll be going through 5 alpha features of Dead Matter you may have missed, and will definitely want to catch up on before the game is released at the end of July. So let's get into it. Number 1. Power. The Dead Matter developers have announced that all buildings will have a potential power supply that can be either linked up or exploited in order to turn the power in a building on or off. Power can only be turned on once players have claimed a building, so not every building in the game is likely to be linked up to power. Survivors who claim a building can use the power to increase the defensive capabilities of the building as well as increasing their ease of survival. Although the game is still in Alpha 1, I personally think that making electric fences an option in a later version of the game would be awesome. Power can be cut by enemy players who wish to sabotage or attack a rival base. However, connecting or cutting the power will not be a simple process and will require planning and forethought on both sides. Number 2. Hotwiring. After seeing this development, it surprised me at how almost no games have this feature. As well as finding keys to vehicles to access them silently, players can now hotwire and take vehicles they find in the world. Hotwiring will feature a minigame reminiscent of the lockpicking minigame in Skyrim. Players can attempt to hotwire a vehicle as many times as they want, but each time they fail, they'll make a large noise, attracting both zombies and roaming players alike. This is one of my favourite features, as it encourages a risk versus reward gameplay by players, and so will allow for different creative playstyles within the game. Number 3. InGame Economy. Although you most likely know that cash is a tradable item within the Dead Matter game, this feature is more about how the developers were able to create a stable economy out of it. The developers have put safe zones with NPCs in the map, which will trade goods with you for cash, granting the cash inherent value. Therefore, players will also trade goods with each other for cash, thereby creating a stable economy within the game. Although this is more of a subset of a larger feature, I still wanted to include it in the list, simply because it's such an elegant way of implementing an economy. Number 4. Anything can be a weapon. Any two-handed item can be picked up and used to bash in the brains of any zombies unlucky enough to be around when you do. Although this is a small feature, it's so fun that I had to include it. Just a couple of examples of potential weapons in the game are gas tanks, fire extinguishers, and tree trunks. Number 5. Players will have to look after their vitals. With 9 vitals to look after, players will have to make sure they regulate their temperature, hydration, protein intake, fat intake, heart rate, oxygen levels, energy levels, and carbohydrate levels within the game. This will allow for players that are into the survival aspect of the game to develop an edge on others if they keep their vitals high. As well as this, in the latest development blog, a blood type section was included, suggesting that at some point, players with the same blood type will be able to do transfusions with each other, which is such an in-depth and immersive mechanic, it's insane. Anyway, those were my pick for the top 5 alpha features of Dead Matter that you may have missed. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please leave a like and consider subscribing, as I'm still growing the channel. If you have any suggestions on how I can improve the quality of the videos, or any topics you'd like to see me cover, please comment them in the comment section below. I'll also link to my blog in the description, which has exclusive content not available on YouTube, including some exclusive interviews with game developers about their upcoming games. Thank you.